Hello students, let us start with the exercise 9.4 of sequence and series plus 1 NCERT mathematics. Before I start doing the problems of 9.4, let us derive three formulae. One is sigma n, second is sigma n square, and third is sigma n cube. What is the meaning of sigma n? Sigma n stands for the summation of series from 1 to n. Basically, this series is arithmetic progression. It means I can apply the formula of Sn for AP. First term is A and common difference is D. Simply apply the formula n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. The value of A is 1 and value of D is 1. Then I can obtain easily the formula for sigma n, that is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now the second series is sigma n square. These series are required in exercise 9.4. This series is neither AP nor JP. Either we can prove this series using principle of mathematical induction or using this method which is there inside the book, NCERT book, before the exercise. The base for this formula is k cube minus k minus 1 whole cube. If it is square, then you can apply this concept with power 3. If you have to find sigma n cube, then you can apply power 4 here. Now open the cube of a minus b whole cube formula. A cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a plus b, a minus b. Then open the bracket. You can find out the value here, 3k square minus 3k plus 1. Now insert k is equal to 0 to n in this equation and develop the equations up to n. The statement is x k cube minus k minus 1 whole cube minus 3k square minus 3k is equal to 3k square minus 3k plus 1. Insert the value of k from 1 to n. First term is 1 cube minus 0 cube. Then 3 into 1 square, 3 into 1 plus 1. Similarly, you can write other terms. Now add all the terms. When you add the terms, you can cancel 1 cube with 1 cube, then 2 cube, then 3 cube, up to so on n minus 1 cube. It means on the left hand side, the remaining term is n cube minus 0 cube. And on the right hand side, it's a 3 into sigma n square minus 3 into sigma n, then plus n. You have to find out the value of sigma n square. Keep sigma n square on one side and shift all other terms on other side. N cube plus 3 sigma n minus n is equal to 3 sigma n square. Basically, we have to find out the value of sigma n square. That's why you can kept this term on either side. Now insert the value of sigma n. It's n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Then take LCM. And after taking LCM, you will find the term is 2n cube plus 3n square plus n. From here you can take n common and divide this 3 on the right hand side. It's 1 over 6 and you can take n common. It's 2n square plus 3n plus 1. Then factorize it. You will get the answer. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. It is the formula for sigma n square. Now what about sigma n cube? You can proceed using the similar formula, but in this case k raised to power 4 minus k plus minus 1 raised to power 4. You can develop the formula of a minus b raised to power 4 by writing a minus b square then whole square, or otherwise kindly go through the formula of binomial. You can find this formula. Then open the bracket. You can obtain 4k cube minus 6k square plus 4k minus 1. Now again insert the value from 1 to n in this equation. It's as per the previous question. Clearly it's 4 into sigma n cube minus 6 into sigma n square while you add the terms plus 4 into sigma n minus n. These terms are there. You have to find out the value of sigma n cube. Insert the value of sigma n square, sigma n, both the terms. Then cancel whatever cancellation is there. 6 cancelled with 6, 2 into 2 4, n, you can multiply these terms, n by n plus 1 and 2n plus 1. Then open the bracket. Some terms cancel with each other, and then you can make a necessary shifting. 4 sigma n cube on one side, either on left hand side or right hand side. N raised to power 4 minus 2n cube plus 2n cube plus n square is there. Taking n square common, it's n square plus 2n plus 1. It is a square for n plus 1. It means the term is n into n plus 1 whole square. And from this side 4 can be shifted on the left hand side. You can obtain the formula n into n plus 1 over 2 whole square. Now 3 formulae is important for the exercise. I repeat again, kindly remember this formula before proceeding with exercise 9.4. One is sigma n, second is sigma n square, and third is sigma n cube. The derivation of this formula, that is sigma n square or sigma n cube, may be there in the examination. Now let us start with exercise 9.4. Now exercise 9.4 is too much easier comparative to other exercises. You have to write the nth term only in all the questions. The first term is 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 4 into 5. It means clearly you can write the nth term as n into n plus 1. Then apply the formula of summation. Then insert the value of sigma n square and sigma n. N into n plus 1 over 2 is common. Inside 2n plus 1 over 3 plus 1. Then take LCM. And here 2 is common. You can cancel 2. And the answer is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 divided by 3. Similar question is there. Question number 2. The series is 1 into 2 into 3, 2 into 3 into 4. It means clearly the nth term is n into n plus 1 into n plus 2. Basically it's our target. To calculate the nth term, then apply the summation. Nothing else. Now multiply the terms, n plus 1 into n plus 2, then multiplied by n. Now here all the formula is required. One is sigma n cube, then sigma n square, then sigma n. Apply the formula. 3 into 2, it's 6. 2 cancel with each other. Then n into n plus 1 is common. And inside bracket n into n plus 1 divided by 4. Here 2n plus 1 divided by 2 and last term is 1. Now take LCM. It's n square plus n first term. And second is multiplied by 2 because already in the denominator 2 is there. And last term is multiplied by 4. Now the answer is n square plus 5n plus 6. Okay, n square plus 5n plus 6. Then you can factorize this, n plus 2 into n plus 3. It is the basic method of factorization. Sum required is 5 and product required is 6. And you can split the terms. And you will get the answer n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 divided by 4. Now the third question again on the same pattern. First term is 3, 5, 7. Suppose it's difficult to find out the nth term, then apply the formula of an as per the starting exercise of AP, that is second exercise, and 1 square, 2 square, 3 square up to so on. You can write the last term as n square because the continuation is there. Then multiply the terms. Now two formulae is required. One is sigma n cube and second is sigma n square. It's n square n plus 1 whole square divided by 2, then n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. You can take common n into n plus 1 divided by 2. It's common. Okay. Inside n into n plus 1, and in second term it's 2n plus 1 divided by 3 because 2 is common. Here 6 is there, it's only 3. Then you can take LCM. After taking LCM, the numerator is 3n square plus 5n plus 1. It's not factorized. It means here is the answer, n into n plus 1 into 3n square plus 5n plus 1 divided by 6. You can multiply the terms in the denominator. Question number 4, nth term, clearly n into n plus 1, but this term is in denominator. In the numerator of 1, you can write n plus 1 minus n. It means you can split. Now the term is 1 over n, and when you write n over n into n plus 1, it's 1 over n plus 1. Now insert the value from 1 to n. If I insert 1, the value is 1 minus 1 over 2. Similarly 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. Then for third term it's 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4. Maximum terms cancel with each other. Now the remaining terms are 1 in first term, and in last term it's 1 over n plus 1. Take LCM, you will get the answer as n over n plus 1. Question number 5. This question is an important question of the exercise. 5 square, 6 square, 7 square up to so on 20 square. If you have to apply the formula of sigma n square, it means the starting point 1 is required. Now let us try. You can write 1 square, 2 square up to so on 20 square, and you can subtract the term from 1 to 4. It means the remaining is 5 square up to so on 20 square. And what about the formula of sigma n square? It's n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. The first formula, sigma n square, n is equal to 1 to 20, and second is sigma n square, n is equal to 1 to 4. It means if I apply 20, it means it's the sum up to 20. If I apply 4, it means it's the sum up to 4th term. Simply insert the value. It's 20 into 21 into 41 divided by 6, and 4 into 5 into 9 divided by 6. You can take 6 common. Then multiply 20 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 41. It's 17220. 4 multiply 5 multiply 9. It's 180. Then subtract the term, then divide by 6. You will get the answer 2840. It's simple calculation. Again, question number 6, I think you can do the questions at your own level also. The first term is 3, 6, 9 up to so on 3n. It means basically it's the table of 3. What about the second term? After adding 5 in the first term, you can obtain the second term. It's 3n plus 5. But if it is difficult to calculate in this way, you can apply again the formula for an of the series. Now multiply, you will get 9n square plus 15n. Then apply the formula of summation. It's 9 into sigma n square plus 15 into sigma n, and 9 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. 3 into 3 9, 3 into 2 6. 15 into n plus 1 divided by 2. It's the formula for sigma n. Now taking common, 3 into n plus 1 divided by 2. Inside 2n plus 1 in the first term, and second only 5 is there. Then taking common, 2 inside the bracket, 2 into n plus 3. The answer is 3n into n plus 1 into n plus 3. Now question number 7 is a little bit different than the previous one. The nth term is there. Now apply the formula of sigma n square in nth term. It's n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Then multiply all the terms. You will get 2n cube plus 3n square plus n divided by 6. Now find the summation. 2 into sigma n cube, 3 into sigma n square plus sigma n. Then insert the formula. N into n plus 1 over 2 whole square, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 over 6. Then apply the formula of sigma n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Sum of the terms must be common. N into n plus 1 divided by 2, it's common. Yes, this term is common. And inside n into n plus 1, 2n plus 1, then 1. The question is almost simple. It's done. N square plus n plus 2n plus 1 plus 1, it's 2. N square plus 3n plus 2. You can factorize this. N plus 1 into n plus 2. It's n into n plus 1 whole square into n plus 2 divided by 12. In the last 3 questions, statement given is only the nth term and you have to find Sn. This question is quite similar to previous 7 questions. Basically in first 7 questions you have to find the nth term. But in question number 8th, 9th and 10th, already nth term is given to you. Just multiply these terms and find summation, nothing else. It's n cube plus 5n square plus 4n. Then apply the formula of summation. Then insert the value. Then taking the necessary terms common as per the previous questions. Then take LCM inside the bracket. It's 3n square plus 23n plus 34. Okay, it's not factorized further, that's why it's the final answer. Similar is the case in question number 9. First term is n square, it means it's 1 square, 2 square up to so on n square. You can apply the formula. What about the second term? It's a little bit different than the previous question. The statement is 2 raised to power n. It means it can be written as 2 plus 2 square plus 2 cube up to so on 2 raised to power n. Basically it's GP. The formula is A r raised to power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. It means the answer is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And the second term is 2 into 2 raised to power n minus 1. Basically denominator is 1. That's why it's the final term. Last question is again the simplest question. 2n minus 1 whole square. Open the square bracket, then apply the formula. Then take LCM. You will find out the answer. It's n by 3, 4n square minus 1. It's n by 3, 2n plus 1. It's just the factorization. It's again the simple question. Chapter is over. Now it's a 9.4 exercise. In the next video, I will discuss about some problems of miscellaneous exercise. Thank you for watching my video.